uniquely different, and that's what makes us beautiful. So if you haven't heard this today, you are that it girl because you are yourself.
Nobody else you. Nobody else makes you. Nobody else had a clue what I could do, what I could do.
Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, I want to talk about how everybody wants to be the it girl, but they're not being their unapologetic self. In today's video, I want to really talk about it. Can you be the it girl by being yourself and being uniquely you? Or do you have to follow trends about how to dress, what to wear, how to do your makeup to be that girl? Well, I'm here to tell you that the only way for you to be that girl is for you to be your unique, authentic self. Being unapologetically you has been labeled as being bold, sassy, the loudest one in the room, and really caring less about what other people have to say. But I personally believe that that's not true. Being unapologetically you, for me, means being your authentic self in the ways that you treat yourself, the way that you treat other people. It lives in your daily habits on what you decide to drink in the morning, whether you decide to drink green tea or lemon tea, whether you decide to drink coffee, with the ways that you reward yourself after a big accomplishment, the way that you entertain yourself, and what your hobbies and habits are. That's what makes us unapologetically ourselves. With social media, it's so hard for you to really discover who you are because you're just thrown so many things. Like, for you to be smart and educated and beautiful, you have to wear this lip liner, you have to wear this lip gloss, you have to read this book to open up your mind, and it's truly not the case. These books or these beauty products can definitely help us with certain problems, but they're not gonna overall fix and make us be who we are. And wearing your lip gloss and having your hair done a certain way doesn't make you be that girl. It actually makes you be a trend follower than a trend setter. They think that once you have it all, you're gonna be happy. But then you have all of these things right in front of you and you're not happy because you were never following and doing the things that you truly wanted to do. You were following what the internet and social media was telling you that you would like. You have all these things and you're like, oh, well, I'm the it girl, but I truly don't feel like the it girl because you're not being truthful. And for my young ladies out there, I believe that it's really hard because really on stages of teenage years, in your 20s, you're really trying to identify and find yourself. Find out what your purpose in life is. Find out what you like, what you dislike. And when you're scrolling on social media, being brainwashed, even if it's something as minimal as you scrolling, you're also being influenced. A certain persona that the world wants you to be, but in actuality, the world doesn't need another replica of 800,000 girls acting the same, being the same. The world needs people who are unique, who are themselves, and who are gonna bring better into this world, who are gonna open up the minds of the youth and the people around them. Being uniquely you is so amazing because my opinion can be so different than the person sitting next to me. And if you don't say and express your opinion, that opinion can pretty much go to waste. And I don't ever want to think that my opinion doesn't matter. People are probably thinking that because sometimes people aren't thinking that, and your opinion can leave people saying, wow, I never thought that. And that goes as far as with the clothes that you wear, with how you act, and how you treat people. A lot of people want to be that girl. They want to have the Instagram that's just so aesthetically pleasing and that matches a certain color so that the world can depict them as a way and view them as that. But then you go on Instagram and you go on these social media platforms and you're like, everybody's the same. This is so boring. And then when that person, let's say, meets you in person, they're like, wow, you're actually really cool. You're really different than the way that you perceive yourself on social media because you have a true, authentic personality. I honestly feel like 2024 or 2025 is gonna be the year where people are just gonna be posting a whole bunch of videos, personalities, and it's gonna be a lot easier for people to be themselves. And help not only the person in feeling better about who they are, inspire other people to be more free, to be more candid, to be more themselves. That is truly how you become that it girl, because you are being yourself, you're being authentic. My channel, I want to help you take more risk, become your better self, and find happiness wherever you are. If this channel resonates with anybody, that if you haven't already, you like and subscribe below, because we're gonna get down to it. These are a few tips on how to be unapologetically you. Number one is no more excuses. You don't have to excuse the fact that you like watching anime, that you're a guy and you don't like watching sports, rather listen to music. You don't have to excuse your personality. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. And if the person who you're discussing this with doesn't have similar interests, then that's okay. If you continue to be yourself, you will attract people who have similar interests. The thing with not making excuses is, let's say that you actually made a mistake or did something in a way that you now know you're not gonna do. You guys to either own up to it, say, yeah, I was wrong, I did this, but now that I've learned from that mistake, I know better. And the lesson that I learned was blank. There's no need to make excuses. We want to get better. We want to be more ourselves. But with being yourself, sometimes you're going to make mistakes. So this is all about improving ourselves. We want to be ourselves, but we also want to improve. With that, I would also like to mention that I don't want you to apologize for things that you do not need to apologize for. Leave the I'm sorries, or it's just that. Leave the I'm sorry when you're actually apologizing, because that's gonna make the apology even more impactful. Let's say you're rambling and then you go, oh, I'm sorry, it's just that I'm really fond of this topic. You don't need to apologize for your interest. You see how you may be taking a step back from being unapologetically you because you're apologizing for what you like? There's no need to apologize. Don't downplay your success and the things that you've accomplished in life. If you graduated from college, from high school, you completed a class, certification, you ran that marathon, don't downplay your success for anybody. Don't play your success because you don't want to brag. It's not a brag. You accomplished it, and if the conversation comes about, say what your successes are, whether it's for a job interview, whether it's you're meeting new people, making new friends, it still makes you you, and that's what makes you that it girl. And it's pretty neat. Don't be afraid to say what's on your mind. Obviously, when you speak to other people, you don't want to be hurtful, so you really need to be cautious of the words that you may use, and it's not so much about what you say, but how you say it. Just know that openly you can say what's on your mind, whether it's about a subject, whether it's about a little discussion or a debate that you're having. Even if it's your 2 cents and nobody in the room agrees with it, say what's on your mind, because my opinion is definitely different from the next person, and that person's opinion can be completely unique and different, and then it can make everybody else in the room say, oh, I didn't think about it that way. Don't be afraid to say what's on your mind. The last takeaway is be honest with yourself so that other people can be honest with you as well. People can read and see right through dishonesty. So when you're lying about who you are or what you do, it's so easy for other people around you to see the bluff. It's all cap. Be honest with yourself about your likes and your dislikes and who you are as a person, because then it will make other people trust you more as well. If I personally see somebody who is clearly being dishonest, I'm not gonna trust them. I'm not gonna ask for their opinion, because if they're lying to themselves, they're most likely gonna lie to me as well. When you look in the mirror, do you like how you're dressed? Is the person standing in front of you the person that social media told you to be? Or is it the person that you truly want to be? There's always room for growth and for improvement, because being you and being authentic is what makes you that it girl. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and like and subscribe. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye.